Hi students, today we are going to discuss about self-inductance of a long solenoid. Consider a long solenoid of length small l and cross-sectional area A. Let capital N is the number of turns in this solenoid. Let small n be the number of turns per unit length. That is nothing but a turn density of the solenoid. When an electric current I is passed through the solenoid, magnetic field produced inside is almost uniform and it is directed along the axis of the solenoid. The magnetic field lengths are represented in this diagram. The magnetic field at any point inside the solenoid is given by the expression. Remember, magnetic field produced inside the solenoid can be written as B that is equal to mu naught Ni. Remember, N is a turn density or number of turns per unit length for the given solenoid. I is the current passes through the solenoid that only produces the magnetic field. This expression already we have learned in a chapter 3, magnetic field produced by the current carrying solenoid. So refer that topic. As the magnetic field passes through the solenoid, the windings of the solenoid are linked by the field lines. That is only known as magnetic flux. The magnetic flux passing through each turn of the solenoid is given by phi b, that is equal to integral of b dot dA. Here dot product we have used that can be expanded like this, magnitude of b and magnitude of dA cos theta. Since dot product is used there, so cos theta will write. So theta is the angle between the magnetic field line and the normal at the area. So here what is the theta? Here to find the angle theta, I have taken the area of the solenoid. So separately I have taken. So here normal will be in this direction. Normal is nothing but a perpendicular line to the particular area. So here normal acts in this direction. In the same direction magnetic field lines also acts. So both are in the same direction. So angle will be equal to 0. So in this case theta will be equal to 0. So here I am going to write cos 0. What is the value of cos 0? That is nothing but a 1. So no need to mention that. Here we can integrate. B is a uniform value, magnetic field is a uniform value, but dA we have to integrate. So what is the effective area? The area which is covered by the magnetic field lines. That is nothing but a A. A is the area of the solenoid that can be substituted. So this value will be equal to B. I'm going to integrate the dA. That is nothing but a BA. So phi B magnetic flux phi B, that is equal to BA. So in the first expression I have written the value of magnetic field. That expression can be substituted in this equation. So it can be substituted here. So what will be the value? Phi B, that is equal to mu naught N I substitute the value of B into A. I have rewritten the expression for the magnetic flux. In both the side we have to multiply the number of turns in a solenoid. So here left hand side I am going to multiply N. N is nothing but a number of turns in a given solenoid. The right hand side also you have to multiply with N. So here number of turns into magnetic flux, that is nothing but a flux linkage. The topic self-inductance we have learned about the flux linkage. So left hand side flux linkage is there. So right hand side I multiply the N. So this N can be written as, from this expression can be written as, so N that is equal to, that can be the product of the flux, turn density and the length. So N L. So instead of capital N I am going to write this product. So here I can substitute small n into L. It also can be written as N phi B, that is equal to N into N square. So we have to rearrange mu naught N square A into L into current I. This expression already we know that. I'm going to write that expression. It's nothing but a flux linkage. What is the actual formula for flux linkage? It is equal to product of the self-inductance and the current Li. This expression already know. That's a basic expression for the flux linkage. Now we have two expression. Compare the left hand side. So left hand side is equal. Then automatically right hand side also will be equal. So I'm going to compare the right hand side. Here I have compared the right hand side of the two expression. Both are equal. So which can be cancelled. I is a common thing that can be cancelled. So now you can get the expression for the self-inductance of the given solenoid L, that is equal to mu naught n square A L. From this expression, we come to know the self-inductance of the solenoid is depends on the number density, turn density of the solenoid, and it depends on the area of the given solenoid, cross-sectional area of the given solenoid, and is directly proportional to length of the solenoid L. Suppose this solenoid is filled with the dielectric medium. For example, this is a dielectric medium with the relative permeability mu r. So it is inserted into the solenoid, means what will happen to the self-inductance? No change in that shape, only one change will be there. Instead of mu naught, you have to write the permeability of this medium mu. So here I have changed, instead of mu naught, you have to write mu. So nothing is there, vacancy. So inside there is no medium. The solenoid means mu naught can be used. Here medium is included, so permeability of the medium mu want to be written there. With respect to relative permeability, can we write? Yes, of course we can write. It is nothing but a ratio between the permeability of the medium and permeability of the free space. So here I have written mu. So mu that is equal to, from this expression, mu that is equal to mu naught can be taken this side, mu naught into mu r. So this expression can be substituted. You can get the another one expression for the self-inductance. L that is equal to mu naught mu r n square A L. It is another one expression for the self-inductance when the dielectric medium is included in a solenoid. In your 11th standard, you have learned about the inertia. Inertia is the inability of the body to change its state by itself. In other words, inertia is a property which opposes the change in the state of the object. Likewise, inductance is one of the property of the coil which opposes any change in the current and tries to maintain the original state. For your understanding, when a circuit is switched on, current increases from 0 to I. The increasing current induces an EMF in the coil which opposes the growth of the current in the circuit. That is only known as Lenz's law. Likewise, when the circuit is broken, current decreases from I to 0. This decreasing current induces an EMF in the reverse direction. This EMF now opposes the decay of the current. It is also according to the Lenz's law. So inductance opposes the change in the current in the inductor. To establish the current, we have to do the external work against to the inductance. Now that work done will be converted into potential energy. Now we are going to discuss that concept. Now we are going to discuss about energy stored in an inductor. Whenever a current is established in a circuit, the inductance opposes the growth of the current. To establish a current in a circuit, work is done against the opposition by some external agency. This work done is stored as a magnetic potential energy. Let us consider that electric resistance of the inductor is negligible. The induced EMF epsilon at any instant t is given by this expression. Let us take that as a first equation. Let dW be the work done in moving a charge dq in a time dt against the opposition. Then dW that is equal to work done W that is equal to minus epsilon dq. So in the first lesson we have learned, for your understanding I am going to write here dW that is equal to V into dq. So same expression in another one form we have used in this lesson. So refer the first lesson to get this equation. Here in the second lesson we have written what is the formula for charge, what is the connection between the charge and the current. We have to recapitulate from the second chapter. Current I, that is nothing but the rate of change of charge with respect to time. So can rearrange dq that is equal to I into dt. So value of dq can be substituted there. So dW that is equal to minus epsilon I dt. Now we can substitute the value of the EMF value which we obtained in the first equation, that can be substituted here. So dW that is equal to, already minus sign is there, minus Instead of epsilon, you have to substitute this value. There minus, another minus is there. L di by dt I dt. Okay, which can be cancelled. Dt can be cancelled. So minus into minus plus. Let me write the remaining thing. L I d I. The total work done in establishing the current I is given by W. The total work done can be obtained by integrating this value. So integration of dW, that is equal to integration of Li di. So L is a self-inductance value that can be taken outside. That is a constant value that can be taken outside. I di want to be integrator. Here you have to apply the lower limit and the upper limit. From 0 to I, current is going to be applied. So nothing will be there. So 0, and you are going to establish the current up to the value I you have to write. So 0 to I. L has been taken outside. So integration of I into di. That is nothing but a I square by 2. You have to apply the upper limit and the lower limit. So next value W, that is equal to L. Upper value, that is nothing but a I square itself, I square by 2 minus, you have to apply the lower limit, 0. So 0 by 2 is nothing but a 0 itself. So what is the remaining thing? L I square by 2. So this work done is stored as a magnetic potential energy in that solenoid, in the inductor. So this work done is converted into magnetic potential energy. So work done is converted into magnetic potential energy. Now we are going to find the energy density. So energy density is the energy stored per unit volume of the space. So how can we get? Here I have written the expression for the energy density. That is nothing but the energy per unit volume. Capital V represent the volume of the solenoid. So what is the formula for volume? Area into length. Here area of the solenoid is A, and the length is nothing but a small l. So V is equal to A L. So energy density UB is equal to, what is the potential energy? L I square by 2 divided by volume. That's nothing but a L. Already we have found the expression for the self-inductance that can be substituted here. So UB, that is equal to, what is the self-inductance? Expression for the self-inductance, mu naught N square A L I square by 2 AL. Here area and the length can be cancelled. So what is the remaining thing? In this new expression, both the denominator and numerator, I am going to multiply the permeability of the free space mu naught. So here I am going to multiply mu naught into mu naught square. The denominator we have to multiply mu naught. Here you can see in the first equation, in this video, first equation, magnetic field inside the solenoid we have written now. That's nothing but a mu naught N I. For that expression we have taken the square. So this can be written as, so refer the first equation, it can be written as B square divided by, what is the remaining thing, 2 mu naught.